What is going on, college basketball fans? Welcome back to another video. Today we got our winner and score predictions for the 6 big games tomorrow on Saturday, December 17th. Truly the best slate of games we've had so far this season, and a lot of these games will carry some weight all the way to March Madness. So I'm ready to get right into it. I just want to say subscribe if you guys are new, drop me a like if you guys enjoy, and let me know your guys' predictions down below in the comment section. And yeah, guys, let's go. All right, so our first game is Indiana traveling to Allen Fieldhouse to face Kansas, and I got Kansas winning this one 84-76. I think that Kansas at home is just going to be too much for Indiana. I mean, we saw Arizona, who was a team who could put up a lot of points on Indiana, do so and pull away in the second half of that one and not look back. And I think a similar situation here. I could definitely see Indiana leading at halftime or having it close at halftime and even throughout the second half, but then Kansas goes on a big run towards the end of the game and really just takes over and ends up winning by 8 points here. I think the environment definitely plays a factor. Allen Fieldhouse, one of the hardest places to play in the country, but I do think matchup-wise, Indiana does have some really good matchups. I mean, Kansas is going to have to send some double teams at Trace Jackson Davis because they don't have the best bigs on their team at all, to say the least. So I think TJD is definitely going to get double teamed. They have to play through him, and they also are going to have to out-rebound Kansas and force some turnovers if they want to win this game. Indiana is going to have to hold Kansas, a Kansas team who scored 90 points in their last two games, or 90 points or more in the past two games. They're going to have to hold them under 80, I think, to win this game, and that's going to be a tough task to do. But I got Kansas taking this one 84-76. All right, game two, we got Gonzaga versus Alabama, and this one is a neutral site game in Birmingham, Alabama, so it's pretty much a home game there for the Tide. And I think the key matchup in this one is Drew Timme and Noah Clowney. Noah Clowney, a really good freshman, I will say. Really good freshman center, but he is a freshman center going to have to guard a veteran center who has been putting up outstanding numbers for years in college basketball now, in Drew Timme. So I think Drew Timme could dominate that matchup and have himself a big game. I also think whoever's guards play the best in this one, will win this game. I think Mark Sears and Quinterly on one side, and then you have Bolton and Hickman on the other side. Whichever side wins those matchups and plays the better game, I think will win this game. And I think that Bolton and Hickman outplay Sears and Quinterly, and also Drew Timme has his way with the freshman Noah Clowney. I also think Brandon Miller could put up some numbers in this game, but Gonzaga has a tough defense. Alabama's going to have to slow this game down, whereas Gonzaga is going to want to pick up the pace, force turnovers, and try to get out in transition. I think Gonzaga gets their way in this one and wins it 70-67. Big win there for the Bulldogs. And this one might be the biggest game of the weekend, and that is between Houston and Virginia in Charlottesville. I actually messed up with the score edit, but I'll fix it in the editing so you guys know. But I have Virginia taking this one 61-60 in a close defensive battle. I mean, these are two of the best defensive teams in the country, maybe the two best defensive teams in the country, but I still think that they're going to get above 60 points. I do think there is a possibility that this is a more offensive game than we might think. I think Marcus Sasser could have a big day in this one. I think Jarris Walker down low could have a big game, but we saw the way Virginia handled Hunter Dickinson. I think that at home now they could definitely handle the freshman Jarris Walker, and I got Virginia winning this one by 1 point. I could see this one swinging either way, and the lines are not out at the time I'm recording this video, but from what I'm seeing, Houston might be favored in this one going on the road to Charlottesville. I don't know about that. I think Virginia as an underdog in this one is pretty crazy. I'm going to take them to win 61-60. Next up, we got game 1 of the CBS Sports Classic being played in Madison Square Garden, and we got two Blue Bloods going at it. Two teams that are in need of a big win. Not so much UCLA now after they got that big road win against Maryland. Now they're heading up to New York City to face Kentucky, and I could see this one going either way. UCLA, like I said, coming off that big win against Maryland, they put up a lot of points, blew out the Terps. Are they going to come back with that same energy, or are they going to kind of have a little bit of a letdown game? I think both these teams are gonna come out with a lot of energy. A neutral site game there in Madison Square Garden, you're going to have some NBA scouts there looking at your players, and both of these teams have some players that might be looking to get drafted next year, especially Kentucky. They always have those top freshmen, which is why I definitely think Carson Wallace could have a big game in this one. I also think that Oscar Tshiebwe is going to have a massive game for Kentucky on UCLA's bigs. I mean, he has really been heating up lately, and this is the perfect time for them to get a big-time opponent and for Oscar Tshiebwe to show that he is still that guy. So I definitely think that Carson Wallace and Oscar Tshiebwe have big games in this one. I got Kentucky winning 78-77. I think UCLA's guard play will have to dominate in this one in order for them to win, and they definitely can do that. They have Tiger Campbell, who is a veteran guard who has been playing outstanding in road games. Neutral site games, I think he also will be outstanding as well. And then you got Jalen Clark, who has come out of nowhere and emerged as a super good scorer and player for this UCLA team, and also a defender. You got the freshman Amari Bailey there. I definitely favor UCLA's guards over Kentucky's guards, but I could see this one swinging either way. I'm going to pick Kentucky to get a big-time W in this one and win it by 1 point. And another one where I kind of messed up the score, I'll fix it in the edit, but I got North Carolina winning this one 83-74 over Ohio State, and I think the guard play is huge in this one. I think RJ Davis and Caleb Love have to dominate this matchup over Ohio State, and I think I actually have them winning pretty comfortably. I have them winning by 9 points. I think North Carolina, despite their early struggles, they haven't really gotten a big win yet. I think they're going to go in versus Ohio State, who is a top 25 team at this point, and beat them pretty handily. So I got them winning by 9 points. I think their guards have a big day. I think that Ohio State's big men, who are really the strength of this team, get outboarded by Armando Bacot, and I could see North Carolina running away with this one and proving that they're still have one of the best rosters in the country if they can just put it together. So I think North Carolina is going away with this one. If Ohio State wants to win this game, I think they need to force a lot of turnovers, and they need to block out Armando Bacot, try to get these boards. These guys like Zed Key and all these good forwards they have on this Ohio State team are all going to have to crash the glass, force some turnovers, get out in transition, and try to keep up with this North Carolina team. But I think North Carolina's got this one in the bag. Final game, this one is going to be played in Arizona at 10:30 p.m. Eastern Time. I will be live to watch this game tomorrow night on stream, and also recapping the other games. If you guys want to come tune in, we'll be live at 10 p.m. But I got Arizona winning this one by 12, 74-62. I think Arizona's offense is just going to be too much for Tennessee's defense in this one. And Tennessee has a really good defense. We saw them hold Kansas to under 60 points, which was very impressive. And they held Maryland to under 20 in the first half, although Maryland started to come back and had chances to win that game against Tennessee, which is why I worry about the Vols in this one. Even if they hold Arizona, say, under 25 points or so in the first half, I could very easily see, if Tennessee starts to let up a little bit, Arizona just going on a big time run and never looking back. And I also think Turbellis is a matchup problem for this Tennessee team. I mean, he's a 6'11" dude shooting 40% from behind the arc, and then they have a 7-footer down low as well. I think it's a matchup problem. I don't think Tennessee has the bigs to guard that. They are good defensive bigs, but I don't think they're going to be able to hold them for long. I think at home in the Arizona environment, Arizona is going to make a run, and Tennessee is not going to be able to answer. That's why I have the Wildcats winning 74-62. And that is going to do it for this one, guys. Make sure you guys like and subscribe if you guys are new, and comment down your predictions in the comment section. We do a ton of college basketball content here on the channel. We do a podcast every Thursday. We have our power rankings out every Monday morning, and we're doing predictions, other videos as well. Make sure you guys check out the channel and consider subscribing. And yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching.